is fine for me.
What was that?
It's where we are fine.
Cleavage approach, number 1. Clear visual approach.
Am I too far or am I too far for the red line?
No, you can see the red line there.
Yeah.
It's there. They're clear of the red line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taxi brake on.
Yeah. Nice.
Got to 1,200.
Yeah.
Engine instrument is a green.
Yeah.
Instrument upon the jet.
Yeah.
Power selector permanently on the left chunk.
Yeah, we can. They were pretty even, weren't they? 60
Yeah.
aside.
Clear for the option, Mike with the Yankee.
It's out the reach.
Yeah.
Got to 1,800.
Yeah.
Romeo Whiskey is Spring Charlie 1,800. Received information, Charlie.
Suction Jason jet.
Good. Suction gauge good, and the suction instrument there is nice and level.
Engine instrument is a green.
Yeah.
Carburetor heat pump on.
Yeah.
Side drop.
Good. So we want at least a minimum of 50 RPM there as well with that one.
15 side drop.
Yeah. 100 RPM. And about 100 RPM on that one too.
Yep. Got to I2.
Yeah.
Got to 1,200.
Nice.
Swim set for Jacob. Tap I jack to 1,390. It seems to be working perfectly. Picture that is fine. It's out the reach. The pump come on.
Zulu at holding point Echo runway 24.
Very much jet locked.
Zulu, hold position.
Traffic out on pulse.
Yeah.
Alpha Zulu.
I control to 3.
Nice.
I'm happy.
Good.
The selector on the right chunk.
Awesome.
Instrument 1020, 1020.
Yeah.
Letting know heading. Radio navigate. The top one step for Java.
Yeah.
It's that LX.
Good.
Now, so the other version. Potential.
Taxi to park.
We can leave it open for now.
Yeah, no, that's alright. I'll close it.
Zulu, clear for takeoff. Takeoff.
There you go. All closed.
Romeo Whiskey is 3 miles, 1,800. Romeo, clear approach.
Emergency prevention. If we have an engine failure on the takeoff wall,
Yeah.
on the rotor and stop on the remaining runway.
Yeah.
If we have an engine failure just after takeoff, we can close the rotor and land on the remaining runway. If we have an engine failure on upwind crosswind, we can pitch up to 75 knots.
Good morning.
And
Lima, Bravo, Lima.
and the 30 degrees left and right and land on a field.
Yeah.
If we have an engine failure on downwind dash or farther, we can pitch up to
Bravo, Lima.
75 knots.
Taxi holding point Echo, runway 24.
Pitch 75 knots and then land on the runway.
Nice.
Yeah. Roger, prevent. Busy and right hand circuit. left-hand circuit.
No, you had it right the first time.
Right.
Which direction are you turning when you're on 2-4?
That way.
Yeah, so if you're going this way, which way does that way? What way do you have to turn to get there?
Right.
Yeah, so it's a right-hand circuit.
Circuit brake off.
Romeo, whiskey,
Beautiful.
clear to land.
Alright,
Clear to land, Romeo,
and we'll
whiskey.
continue up there.
Grand,
Beautiful.
Can you take the phone for 1 second?
Yeah, I've got control for a second.
Henry C. 12 Charlie, request taxi.
Right aircraft.
Your aircraft.
Destination. Lord Hill Island. There we go, Tango, taxi reported in the runway.
I like to put the techniques away.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Tango, squawk 1464. 1464, Kilo Tango. Juliet Alpha Zulu downwind, touch and go. Juliet Alpha Zulu.
Righty. What checks do we want to do here?
Night camera action.
Alright. That's action. Camera.
It is working.
It's when you hold it on there, now it will, yeah.
Out on camera. I am at the radio call.
Perfect.
Compton Tower, Romeo, Purple, Compton Tower, Romeo, Purple, Georgia, Passport is on holding point, Echo, ready for circuit.
Robert Foxtrot, hold position.
Hold position, Purple, Georgia, Passport.
Romeo, whiskey, request taxi to parking. Romeo, whiskey, taxi to parking. Taxi to parking, Romeo, whiskey. Alpha Zulu, clear touch and go. Clear touch and go, Juliet Alpha Zulu. Camden Tower, Cessna, Uniform, Whiskey, Delta, inbound Bringelly, 1800, request circuits on arrival. Whiskey Delta, Tower, join final 24, maintain 1800, report 3 miles. Join final 24, maintain 1800, Uniform, Whiskey, Delta.
So one other thing that's a little bit good practice while we're sitting here, we should just edge this up a little bit. So we shouldn't really have it sitting at idle. Yeah, because that's when you get that spark plug fouling.
Yeah.
So you know when we kind of check our magnetos and we get that little bit of rough running, that's when you'll have some spark plug fouling as well there. So after they touch down in front of us, we're most likely going to get our clearance to enter and line up at least. Or maybe we'll just get cleared for takeoff once we actually get airborne. The brakes.
Tango is ready in the bay. Tango, taxi Delta, hold short 24.
Taxi Delta, hold short 24, Juliet Tango.
Have they forgotten about us?
Around Foxtrot, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Papa Delta, Foxtrot.
Beautiful. But check, we're all still clear out that way.
No one on final. No one on the runway.
Beautiful.
Juliet Tango is ready, Delta.
Alrighty.
Hey, Tango, hold position.
Hold position, Juliet Tango.
Try and take out the bird. Good, full power. Nice, full power is being achieved. Temps and pressures are good. Ailerons to the left a little bit. Nice.
Hey, Tango, backtrack 24, line up.
Good.
Backtrack 24, line up, Juliet Tango.
What's the heading?
Yeah, that is the heading. Good.
Let's check on center right.
All clear.
Uniform Whiskey Delta approaching 3 miles, 1,800.
Whiskey Delta, join upwind, maintain 1,800.
Join upwind, maintain 1,800, Uniform Whiskey Delta.
Just have a look back at that runway and tell me if you think we're right.
Juliet Tango, your departure intentions, which way do you want to turn?
Juliet Tango, we'll make a right turn.
Charlie
put me down the south.
Sure, that right's fine. Leave the control zone climbing and clear for takeoff.
Right turn, leave the control zone.
Great. I think which picture the instrument production
Switches
switches
and hatches and harnesses.
and harnesses.
Alright, give them your downwind call.
Papa Delta, Foxtrot, downwind, shutter call.
Around Foxtrot.
Number 1500.
Yeah.
Compressing come on. Straight open up.
Juliet Alpha Zulu, clear touch and go. Clear touch and go, Juliet Alpha Zulu.
Nothing over there isn't really affecting us a lot.
No, they're past a beam, so it's looking good.
Juliet Tango, through 2000.
Juliet, contact City Centre 124.55.
Sydney Centre 12455, Juliet Tango, yeah.
Uniform Whiskey Delta, turn crosswind, clear visual approach.
Turning crosswind, clear visual approach. Uniform Whiskey Delta.
How are you feeling? Low or high or what?
A bit low and a bit
Yeah, so
fast.
power. Say a bit fast?
So I am alright.
Yeah, speed's looking good.
Yeah.
Just a bit low, so a little bit of power.
Around Foxtrot, clear touch and go.
Clear shutter call. Papa Delta, Foxtrot.
Good. So don't underestimate the amount of power that you need there to get out of a bad situation.
I'm a little worried if I put too much of power.
You're a bit worried if you use too much power?
Yeah.
Alright, keep us on the center line. That's looking nice. And you can start to close the power. And start to flare. A little bit of right foot to keep you straight. Right foot, right foot. Patience there. No power there now. Alright, flaps come down. When you're ready.
Camden Tower, Lima Bravo Lima, holding point. Echo, runway 24, ready for crossing departure. Lima Bravo Lima Tower, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, Lima Bravo Lima. Uniform Whiskey Delta, downwind touch and go. Yeah, Whiskey Delta, number 1. Uniform Whiskey Delta.
Left, center, right.
Yep. Have you got the traffic out to the right?
Yeah.
Alright, good. Remember, that's part of the reason why we're actually checking. So keep turning. You want to turn till you're perpendicular towards the runway.
Alpha Zulu, downwind touch and go. Alpha Zulu, follow the Cessna late downwind. Looking for traffic, Juliet, Alpha Zulu. Whiskey Delta, clear touch and go. Clear touch and go, uniform Whiskey Delta.
Right. I can car which picture the instrument suction stages.
Switches. It's switches.
Switches.
Yeah, switches are all on, including your magnetos and all of the switches. Not suction gauge.
Suction gauge, okay.
Yeah, it's not that. Alright, hatches and harnesses, and the traffic's in now 12 o'clock there.
Purple Shuttle, possible downwind, touch and call.
Foxtrot, follow the Cherokee, early base.
Traffic Tiger, Purple Shuttle, Foxtrot. So 1500.
Yeah. Got them in sight still?
Yeah. They are trying to occupy new now.
They are turning on to final now. What height are you meant to be mid-base?
1000.
Yeah, cool. So are we 1000?
A bit low.
We're a bit low, aren't we? How does it feel with the runway there, looking at it?
I think close. A bit low.
We're not close, but we are low, yeah.
Yeah.
Still going to be a second stage though, and we'll come around onto final there.
Alpha Zulu, clear touch and go. Clear touch and go, Juliet, Alpha Zulu.
How's the trim feeling for you as well?
Trim feeling fine.
Good. Did we ever put the carby heat on?
Yeah.
You did? You just put it off on base?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that way when I am landing I can concentrate on flaring.
That's all good.
The height looking fine. Especially a bit parts.
Good.
Bravo Foxtrot, clear touch and go.
Clear, Central Call, Papa Hotel Foxtrot.
Alright. Good, speed's looking nice, rate of descent's looking nice. A little bit of left aileron, so start to, not too much, just a little bit. Right foot. Good. A little bit more. Nice. That left aileron should be, yeah, the other way. In for takeoff as well. That way. Left aileron. So just a little bit, and then once you're actually wings level, it comes back off, but for takeoff.
On takeoff and landing at aileron.
Yeah, if there's a little bit of wind from the left, which on that one there was.
Uniform Whiskey Delta, downwind touch and go.
Yeah, Whiskey Delta, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, Uniform Whiskey Delta.
Central.
Where are they?
Approaching the properly on downwind.
They're turning downwind? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Nice, that's much more perpendicular with the runway there too.
I use the red and white cover as my landing point.
Perfect.
Juliet Alpha Zulu, downwind touch and go.
Bravo Zulu.
Mike, Andrew Cowich, Peter, Guru, Instrument, Suction, Lasers on the others.
Hatches and harnesses.
Hatches and harnesses.
Yeah.
Also correct. Bravo Delta Foxtrot, downwind. Papa Delta Foxtrot, downwind, Central Call.
Bravo Foxtrot.
Number 1500. Turn it onto your page.
Good.
I should see a bit early.
Okay, good. So you want to wait till you're abeam them. So we're pretty well abeam them, so you can start to come around there. And height-wise, we want to keep our height, so you can trickle on that little bit of extra power. Because remember, mid-base we want to be about 1,000 foot. So once again, do you feel low? Like if I cut the engine on you, would you glide back to that runway?
Maybe.
Maybe? I'd say you'd probably fall a tiny bit short.
Yeah.
So you're already wanting to add power, aren't you?
Yeah.
Which means we feel low. Good. Add the second stage of flaps. And you can come around. Alright, so bring it down again.
Bravo Zulu, clear touch and go.
A little bit of back pressure just to hold your speed at about that 65 to 70 knots at least. The carby heat can come off. see how you close the power there?
Yeah.
Not necessary, no. I want you to come in with that trickle of power on. It's working better for you in the flare.
Yeah.
Foxtrot, clear, touch and go.
Clear, Central Papa, Total Foxtrot.
This is where I want you to be, coming down from here, okay? What we were just then was low. Right?
Not available.
What are we doing here? So we see how we're still floating.
Yeah.
So I'll help you with this one. We'll come down here, we'll start to flare there, and just keep increasing that little bit of back pressure until you touch. Flaps can go away. Ready. Just keep us nice and straight. Our runway heading's 232, remember?
232.
232.
Uniform Whiskey Delta, downwind full stop.
Uniform Whiskey Delta, clear to land.
Clear to land, Uniform Whiskey Delta.
Bravo Delta Foxtrot, request is simulated on upwind.
Bravo Foxtrot.
Alright, where are we going to go?
I'm at 9 on the field straight ahead.
Yeah, so steer us there. Which one? This one here?
Yeah.
With all those trees? Is that what you're aiming for?
The one outside of the house.
Yeah, okay. Good. But make sure you steer it and tell me like
Yeah.
exactly which one you're going to go for. When you're ready, we can start a climbing turn around to the right. Now on this one here, we're going to see if we can try and get a glide approach. So set me up for a slow speed cruise on downwind.
Yep.
Sure, Zulu.
What's up?
Oh yeah, I was turning up into March.
Okay. A slow speed cruise, please.
Strawberry Whiskey Kilo Mike is up an angle, 2,500, inbound receive Charlie.
Go about one stage of flaps for the slow speed cruise too. We're within the wide arc.
Overfly and join right downwind 24, maintain 1,800, report overhead.
Overfly to join right downwind, runway 24, maintain 1,800, Whiskey Kilo Mike.
Have you got Juliet Alpha Zulu in sight? We're just in our 12 o'clock, turning base now. I just say downwind for a touch and go on this one.
The motor force for John Central.
Bravo Foxtrot.
Oh yeah.
Alright, cool, you can do your bumfish checks.
Break, Central, which
I'll put ourselves back onto our dam
Oh, yeah.
there.
break, Central, which is through production, management, or the correct
All secured. So switches, not suction.
touch.
All good. You can start to bring the power down. Now we've got Juliet Alpha Zulu there.
Yeah.
So we're pretty well coming up to a beam there, so you can start the turn.
X-ray is 10 miles.
Just don't let that back pressure go. Good.
T, information, Charlie, request circling on arrival.
Signal X-ray, report in flight conditions.
How's the trim?
Visual, taking of X-ray.
In a bit more.
Tracked by the RMP Whiskey, not below 1,800 visual.
Track by the RP Whiskey and up
Good.
1,800.
And mid-base is looking good, around that 1,000 to 1,100.
Whiskey Delta, taxi to parking.
Taxi to parking, Uniform Whiskey Delta.
Alpha Zulu, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, Juliet, Alpha Zulu.
Good. So, yeah, we're a little bit high, aren't we?
Yeah.
So you can grab out the final stage of flaps.
Contact state is on the hold sync this area.
Sorry?
State is on the hold sync.
Yeah. Alright, cubby hit can come to off. Beautiful. This little trickle of power is working nicely. Rate of descent, speed and everything is under control. So just keep us on our center line. Good. Coming over to the left a little bit.
Bravo Foxtrot, clear touch and go.
Clear, touch and call, Pepper Jota, Foxtrot.
Good. That's looking nice. Good. Keeping that little bit of left. We don't need that much power. Trickling it back off a little bit.
Whiskey Sierra Mike is overhead.
A little bit of left aileron in. No, like that. Good. And then now start round now.
Whiskey Mike, clear vision
Bit
approach number
more.
1.
Clear visual approach number 1, Whiskey Sierra Mike.
Alright, flaps away. Yeah, you got that little bit of crosswind there, so
Yeah.
that's where you're using that left aileron in there, okay? So left aileron in now, it doesn't matter. Alright.
So what we can set up I go through.
So runway heading is 232. Yeah.
I heard that center right.
Beautiful. Got Jazz?
Yep.
Where are they?
Up there.
Alright, good. Make sure you identify them before you turn.
I'm just possible turn.
Yes.
Juliet, Alpha Zulu, downwind, touch and go.
Alpha Zulu, follow Starbury, late downwind.
Starbound, light downwind side of Juliet, Alpha Zulu.
Set me up for another slow cruise and we'll try and get a glide approach. That power coming down, leveling us off.
Victor November X-ray, 3 miles.
Vision X-ray, join right downwind for maintain 1,800 visual.
Going right downwind, maintain 1,800 and visual, Victor November X-ray.
Be a bumfish.
Like, actually, Carlos, the roof, and then
Bitches.
just under shirt.
Perfect. We're not
We're
gonna,
gonna
yeah,
right?
we're not gonna get a glide approach unfortunately on this one, but you can do a downwind for touch and go again.
Pepper Jota, Foxtrot, Tailwind, touch and call.
Bravo down Foxtrot.
Someone in Dunwich.
And I'll just get you to change tanks for me as well.
Vision X-ray, clear vision approach number
Beautiful.
3, flying a Cherokee late downwind.
Clear visual approach and...
Have you got Jazz inside?
Victor November X-ray.
Oh, what's that, turning up
Perfect.
him?
So we can start to turn. so it's a little bit too much power. See how your speed's getting out of control now? So you're better off pitching up a little bit there.
Downwind, touch and go followed by a departure. Downwind departure.
How's trim feel?
Alpha Zulu, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, Juliet, Alpha Zulu.
Alright.
Take the November X-ray. And departure intentions.
Departing via downwind, sticking to the X-ray and visual.
Good, so carby heat can come off.
And looking at the X-ray, we'll downgrade to VFR as well, thank you.
Victim X-ray, copy, cancel IFR.
Cancelling IFR, victim of the X-ray.
Nice. Good, so see how you brought it to idle?
Touch and go.
That was for you?
Temperature was roughly touching call.
Alright. But don't bring it down to idle yet. Keep the power on, like I said, just that trickle of power on. Nice. No, keep the power, that trickle of power on. See how we're on the right of the runway here? A little bit of right rudder, then closing that there as we come down. Right on the center line. Alright, flaps can come off.
Power.
Good. Okay, that should be into the wind. Little bit of back pressure. Then once you come back to wings level, that'll offset your nose naturally for the drift.
Victor November X-ray, depart downwind, clear touch and go.
So what heading do we want on upwind?
222.
Cool. That's better.
Come on, that's our center right. Yeah, I'm going to on downwind.
Perfect.
Juliet, Alpha Zulu, late, downwind, touch and go.
Alpha Zulu.
Alright, we'll do another slow speed cruise. See if we can get one. Grab out that one stage of flaps for me while we're still in the wider. Good. You can do your bum fish checks.
Right, I can count which picture the instrument owner analysis or the correct.
Clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, Juliet.
Switches and harnesses. Yeah, cool. So what we're going to do is we're just going to sit that up so we don't lose our height for a little bit. That'll help us get that little bit of extra height. Perfect. They're just out there.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to follow them. But you could say downwind for a touch and go and... Here, I'll do this call. And Juliet Alpha Zulu's late downwind for a touch and go and request glide approach. We've got Juliet Alpha Zulu in sight.
Bravo, Delta Foxtrot.
Did I say Bravo? Did I say Juliet Alpha Zulu? Bravo Delta Foxtrot. Whoops, there we go. Alright. So if we had a simulated engine failure now, what are we going to do?
Everything come on.
Good.
5 knots.
Good. No power. Just turn straight back to the runway. Good.
It would be fine actually if I
Yeah, that's fine. So you just don't want to turn through then?
Yeah.
We've also got these flaps out, which unfortunately are going to give us that little bit of drag.
Yeah.
So the first stage of flaps isn't the worst, but I'll just help you to trim that out there, and we'll see if we can make it, hey? Should be pretty trimmed out. How's it feel? Oh, a little bit up?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll bring that carby heat back off. So you can start to widen out a tiny bit to the left, but you still want to kind of...
But in the runway?
Sorry, start to straighten out onto the runway, yeah. And you're only going to use flaps once you're positive you can...
Foxtrot, clear, touch and go.
Clear, touch and go, Pepper, Jota, Foxtrot.
Alright, so you can grab your first stage of flaps there. And grab a second stage there. Oops. Now if you need power, it's all yours, okay? I just trim it that little bit nose down to help you there. That's use, yeah, that little bit of power there. Not too much, just a little bit, just to get you to the runway, okay? So get us nice and straight on our center line, so a little bit more left aileron there, and a little bit of right foot to get you straight. That's looking good, not flaring too high. Nice. Alright, flaps can come away when you're ready. And Bravo Delta Foxtrot request a simulator alarm wind.
Bravo Foxtrot.
Alrighty, so if we have our failure a little bit lower, where are we going?
I'm the line on the field over there.
Yeah, good. So don't push the nose down too much. We want to be able to make it. There you go, full power. Nice.
One turn to the runway heading.
No, that's alright. We can start our climbing turn to the right. We're almost through our 700 feet there.
Juliet, Alpha Zulu, downwind, touch and go.
Alpha Zulu, clear, touch and go.
Clear, touch and go, Juliet Alpha Zulu.
They're on a late downwind there.
That was a little over there.
Yeah, they've just started turning base. So you can bring the power down. We'll do another glide approach. So bring the power down. Okay, you can grab one stage of flap out so we can do a nice slow screws.
Out.
Yeah. Some fish.
Right. Roger, cover. The road. Caption. Bases. Harnesses.
So switches and hatches and harnesses.
Switcher and hatchet and harnesses.
And you can say Bravo Delta Foxtrot downwind for touch and go and request glide approach.
That's a possible downwind touch and call and request glide approach.
Bravo Foxtrot.
Right, he just said Bravo Delta Foxtrot.
Oh.
He just acknowledged you.
Is that meaning yes?
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah. He'll say not available if he's not. You just lost a little bit of height, which isn't going to help you there in the glide. But anyways, there's your engine failure. What do we do?
Bye.
Good. Back pressure. Gonna hold our best glide. Turn all the way back to the field. How's it feeling trim-wise? You'd almost be better turning further in where the dam is. We're clearing all those trees, wouldn't you? You can land on the side of the grass runway if worst case, or side of the runway if worst case scenario. Now we're not going to make this, so trickle the power up a little bit. Only a little bit. Just to give you a little bit of a burst. Alright, and we'll kind of continue it down from here. Might do a tiny bit more for that tree just for comfort.
Foxtrot, clear, touch and go.
Clear, touch and go, Papa Jota, Foxtrot.
Alright. Keeping us coming across here. And we'll stimulate it from here, so start to come around. Do we want any flaps?
Yeah.
Good, grab the second stage there. But lower the nose a little bit, not flaring too high. Bringing yourself onto the runway center line. Good. Starting to come down there. Little bit of left aileron for the wind. Little bit of back pressure. There we go, flaps off, full power.
What do I need to do differently?
What do you need to do differently?
Yeah.
We need to make that turn back to the runway straight away and start to trim it out as you're turning. You could see there we weren't trimmed, so we just started accelerating in the turn. We got up to about 80 knots. This next one will be a full stop for us, but we can try and practice another glide approach if we've got space to jazz.
That's all right.
Where's jazz?
Juliet, Alpha Zulu, downwind, full stop.
Alright, we'll come around.
Clear to land.
Clear to land, Juliet, Alpha Zulu.
I'm just trying to get you to recognise that you should be identifying the traffic before you turn. Bring that slow cruise again. Just to create a little bit more space. And you can grab one stage of flaps for the slow cruise.
Papa Jota, Foxtrot, downwind to stop and request flight approach.
Bravo, Foxtrot.
So just make sure you're using that power to hold your height. Where's Jazz now?
Orientation and final.
Good. We are doing a full stop though, so we are going to need to prepare for that. You are just turning in a little bit. Remember, we're meant to be kind of tracking towards this dam that's under our nose there. Alright, engine failure there. So turn to the field first. Back pressure to get your 75 knots. And this time here we've got them there, so we're just going to hold our nose on them and just keep slowly bringing it around, okay? How's the trim feeling? Good. It's looking pretty good. We're actually feeling a lot better just by turning that little bit earlier, isn't it? So we can start to widen out a little bit to the left to give us a little bit of time for them to get clear of the runway. Yeah, you can even grab the first stage of flaps out. That's looking good. Nice. That was...
I've over Foxtrot, go around.
Coming around Pepper Shuttle, Foxtrot.
That was a bit cruel. He was going to clear before we were there.
Lima Tower, Warrior Lima, Bravo Lima, the Oaks at 2,600, inbound with Delta.
Good.
In Bravo Lima, in Tower, join downwind 24, maintain 1,800.
Nice.
Join downwind.
Alright, and just last thing, Harvey Heat can come to off.
1,800, Lima, Bravo Lima.
Now when can we actually turn crosswind on this one?
500 feet above the ground altitude.
No, when can we actually request, or when can we actually turn crosswind?
When we are upbeam of the runway.
A beam of the runway?
Yeah.
Did you say, what did you say? A beam? Upwind?
At the end of the runway?
Yeah, once you're at the end of the runway. So have you got the runway inside out that window?
No.
Well, you can see the fence line there for the edge of the runway. So we're coming across the edge now, so that's where you can start to turn crosswind. Not until before then though, unless you request an early crosswind. But that's your circuit height there, so level us off. It's to trim it out. So we'll come around onto downwind there.
Station Delta, wind 210 degrees, 10 knots across the maximum 8, QH 1018.
I'll just set that for you. And you can give them a call downwind for a full stop, request glide approach.
Pepper Shuttle, Foxtrot, downwind for stop and request glide approach.
Bravo Foxtrot, clear to land.
Clear to land, Pepper Shuttle, Foxtrot.
Alright, so you can just keep doing your bump fish.
Right, I think Cowich.
Lima, Bravo Lima, downwind.
Bravo Lima, clear to approach number 2, follow the Cherokee Lake downwind.
Switches and...
Number
2, looking.
Alright, unfortunately that's where we've had our engine failure. Back pressure to get 75 knots. Start to trim it out. Good, see how much of a difference it makes?
Yeah.
Look at this, now we're feeling high. Okay, good. You can still reference your normal height. So mid-base we want it to be about 1,000 feet, so we're still looking pretty good, aren't we?
Yeah.
So you can grab your second stage. And you can even widen out a little bit. So we know we're definitely going to make it. So you can grab your final stage. We're almost too high on this now. So just keep our 70 knots. RB heat can come to off.
Cannon ground, Marcus Yankee. Receive Delta at the fuel houses. Request taxi
Around?
or crosswind departure.
This one here, we'd almost go around if we weren't doing our full stop landing and we weren't trying to do our glide approach. So remember, our glide approach, we're actually aiming 1/3 of the way into the runway. So we're aiming at echo there almost. But keep this 70 knots down to the runway. And then you can start to drop that little bit of left aileron. Not too much, just a little bit. A little bit back pressure, a little bit. There we go. And a little bit of braking. Nice, smooth and even braking for me. If we can't make this taxiway, that's fine. We can go to the next one. Alright. You should have braked. Why are we not braking? That's alright. No, off the brakes now.
Oh.
We'll go off the grass.
Roll right through to Alpha and taxi to parking.
Roll through to Alpha and taxi to parking. Thanks, Bravo to Foxtrot.
By Alpha?
Because it's wet.
Bravo, Lima, the track is rolling through, vacating full length, clear to land.
Clear to land, Lima, Bravo, Lima.
There we go. Nice braking. Alright. Your aircraft. I need to see you start braking to clear the runway too, because when I hop out of the plane, I don't brake for you anymore. You have to brake. So if you can't brake the aircraft, that's also going to be an issue, if that makes sense.
How much do I brake?
Enough to slow the aircraft. So what you were doing then, we weren't braking at all really. I think you had your feet on the pedals, but we weren't trying to exit at Echo there, but we could have.
Yeah.
I mean, not Echo, sorry, at Delta there. But we could have exited if we needed to. So it's a case of gently applying them, and then once you get a gauge for it, so you can see here, look, I'm just gently applying them there, and then this is me fully applying them. Yeah?
Yeah, do I need to be somewhere in the middle?
Here, so ready? Look, we can get up a little bit of speed here. So let it roll a little bit. Now start to gently apply for me, and then apply it fully. Good. Alright. Keep us on the taxiway.
Camping ground, Lima, Bravo, Lima, Alpha, request taxi to parking.
What did you say, taxi to parking?
Bravo, Lima, taxi to parking.
He gave us taxi to parking, yeah.
Lima, Bravo, Lima.
That's alright. Actually, I'm not too sure if he did, but that's alright. He hasn't asked us yet.
Where should we park?
We'll park on the hard surface again just because it's wet.
Yeah. First left?
Yeah, so we'll probably go up near the hangar. I'll just see what it's like where the other planes are. Keep going.
Question in here?
No, not this one. Take the next one, please. I'll probably take control from here to park us up. I've got control.
Aircraft.
Thank you. How much fuel did we have again? We had about 120, didn't we?
Yeah.
The LBL is going to park us up, so we might come in this way actually, so that LBL can go up towards the other way. And I'll just spin us around this way at the end here, sorry. I'll let LBL go up to the hangar. because I think they're done for the day. Whereas our one's going flying again. We'll just park it up so that we can push it in. A little bit of a gap here.
Camden Tower, Mark with Yankee.
Alright, you can do your shutdown checks. Don't put the brake on for me though.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to push it back.
Mark Yankee Tower, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, Mark Yankee.
Tower 1200.
Yeah.
Set your navigation off. Go check. Engine instrument into R.
Yeah.
Picture IQ top.
Yeah. You got the brakes. Hold the brakes. Hold the brakes. Alright, so we should have turned this one off before our shutdown, but that